Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my episode 26 review of Dragon Ball Super. Now this episode kind of just recaps the end of Resurrection F minus the fight with Vegeta and Frieza, and anything after that, the end of Frieza and Goku's fight. There are some changes here that I like though. Nothing really new dialogue wise is worth mentioning. There are obviously new lines and stuff, and a lot of lines are different from the film, but there's nothing groundbreaking to discuss here in terms of a new type of dialogue that we learned something interesting from. But there's a lot of things in the fight that I like that were changed. Goku's actually, I think, doing worse than what he does in the film. He's struggling more. He's at more of a disadvantage. There are some things that don't make sense, but one scene that I want to talk about that was really cool is when Frieza had him in that lock where he had his tail wrapped around, I think, Goku's arm, then another hand on his arm, and Goku tries to kick him. He blocks it with another kick. Frieza's blocking Goku's kick, and then powers up a, well, it really looks like a ki blast, really. Maybe it was any sort of blast he could have done, but he charges this up to kill Goku, and obviously we know Goku's not going to die or anything like that, especially because we know that there's another arc after this, the end of Z, at the manga, that has an ending, a few years down the road where Goku's around, alive. We know he's not going to die or anything. But the way that scene was done was very suspenseful, the way it was. A very quiet scene where he's just charging his energy up. And I think that was a really well done scene. The fighting, even though Goku was losing the whole time, wasn't as bad as the other two episodes with the animation, and I'll talk about the animation at the end. But we all know Goku finds out Frieza's weakness. Frieza hits him. He's like, not shaken up at all. Goku's just staying there. Kind of like how when Goku hit Broly, I guess you could say. No flinch at all. Frieza's there, shocked and awed, because Goku's withstand his power, and it's because Frieza's, form was deteriorating. His form lost its power. He's losing so much energy. And it did drag stuff along this episode at some points, I guess you could argue. That is true. But I wasn't really bored in the episode, and that's kind of the important thing for me. I was still entertained. Very disappointed we didn't get to see the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch from Goku that we saw in the film, where he puts his two fingers. He did it a little bit different than Bruce Lee, but he kind of, just boom right there. We didn't see that, and that was a really cool moment in the film, and it's kind of missing here, and it's a little bit disappointing. Not a huge deal, it's really more of a personal thing for me. And finally, I just wanted to mention that the whole scene with, Sorbet still shoots Goku with the laser, if you guys saw the episode. But I like the way that scene was done prior to when it actually happened. Frieza's on the ground, and then he looks at Sorbet, and you just see the mouth flaps. You don't hear anything. You just see a close-up of the mouth flaps, complete silence. So if you didn't see the movie, you wouldn't know what the heck was going on. It adds a little bit more suspense. Us, we know what's going on, but for fans that never saw that would add some real suspense, I feel like. And I like that Frieza was kind of on the ground, and I feel like Frieza was kind of faking. I mean, he's obviously out of energy, but I feel like he's faking how tired he is, because before, he didn't seem that tired, even when he was talking to Sorbet. I think he's like faking when he's on the ground being tired to make Goku really off guard, and then Sorbet, shoots him with laser. But before that, a nice callback to the Namek Saga, which we all know, Frieza and Namek Saga, there's a lot of callbacks in the movie. This one, Goku actually powers down from Super Saiyan God into his base form, and he's like, there's no point in continuing this battle, and it looks like he's about to walk away. He tells Frieza to get out of here while he still can. Goku's in his base form, mind you, like I said. Sorbet then shoots him with the laser, and then Goku gets shot through the heart. I don't like the way the laser scene was done, because you just see Sorbet, and then it cuts to Vegeta, Bulma, and then it just shows the laser through Goku. I didn't really like that. I think it was it just felt weird because it was such an abrupt shot change, if that makes sense. I wasn't really a big fan of that. But if you guys, maybe you guys thought this scene wasn't as bad now because Goku was in his base form. He really was powered down. He was extremely tired. It's still kind of weird, I'm not going to lie, but I think maybe a lot of people have less of a problem with it now that he's not Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue, whatever you want to call it. He's really tired out, really powered down. Maybe some people will be able to live with it better now. But I enjoyed the episode overall. Definitely a solid episode, but it is worth mentioning that the animation is still, quite frankly, not very good. And I'm going to talk about it, not very long, but briefly. People hate it when I talk about animation. They hate it when anyone talks about animation, but the fact of the matter is, it affects the show and it affects my enjoyment of the series. I'm going to talk about it for a review because it is a part of the review. You don't exclude graphics when you talk about a game. You don't let it slide when a movie has bad effects. And if a show has bad animation, you're going to make note of it. And it does affect the quality of the episode and the fight scenes. and it does take out some emotion in some of these scenes, and I really hope it's something that gets fixed up, especially for the Universe 6 arc. Knowing Toei though, and their other series like One Piece and other things, probably aren't going to touch it up. Dragon Ball is not the only anime that has bad animation like this, so don't get that wrong, but it's worth mentioning. And that's kind of it on the animation. I don't want to make a big rant about it. We all know it looks like crap at times. So guys, that's pretty much it for my review. I know maybe it seemed a little bit light, but there quite honestly wasn't a whole lot to really discuss and dissect in this episode, in my opinion. I talked about some of the changes that I liked, what I didn't like in the episode, and a little bit about the animation, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Again, if you guys, how do you guys feel about the laser scene now? It's tweaked a little bit. How do you guys feel about that, him being powered down and tired? I want to know what you guys think of that one down in the comment section down below. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.